committee, but after the event, he went, followed David Choi in the elevator, spoke with him in the elevator, and then got an offer from that. So that really taught me, like, okay, it's a lot more than, getting an A on the class, having a 4.0 GPA, because this kid does not have a 4.0 GPA. But he's able to talk to people. He went out of his way to network and speak with individuals, and I think that really opened my eyes to it's a lot more than school. I need to get involved. So that's kind of what led me to get involved with the Real Estate Society, and from there, I think, like people touched on, like Camille, Mateo, Suds, I think I really leaned into the upperclassmen to learn from their experiences, and I think that's really impacted my journey to where I am today.
Awesome.
You want me to answer that question?
Yep.
Sorry, I'm still setting it.
Give a little introduction about you first.
Alright, everyone. Hold on, give me 1 second.
We're vlogging, guys.
We're live, y'all. So, hey everyone, my name is Vanessa. I'm a leadership and management and marketing major, and I have concentrations in real estate and professional selling. And right now, I'm currently sitting on 3 e-boards, so you guys always are seeing me somewhere around. But I started off, my first ever real estate event was back with the original 3. It was Camille, Mateo, and Daniel back in October of 2023 for the first ever Leverage event. That was like my first ever event, and from that he talked about his business, his podcast, his personality. David is definitely there. And then the following year, October of 2024, that is when I started being on the marketing committee under the amazing Sneha. And then the following year, I became the director of social media, director of marketing. Yeah.
All right. If you could go back to college again, what would you do differently this time?
Something I would do differently is I would definitely start networking way early on, like even your first semester, because when you start recruiting, or when you want to start recruiting, it usually happens your sophomore year, and it's really hard to get these really cool jobs like Blackstone, PGIM, MetLife. It's hard to get these jobs without having a connection inside, and getting that connection gets you an interview, and obviously it's to you to perform in that interview, but definitely network early on, because that's what gets you into a lot of jobs. I had a conversation with one of my finance professors yesterday, and he talked about how he was out of a job, and you can find jobs online. And what you have to do is you have to reach out to the employers and create that job for yourself. So I think that's really important. You have to have a network in order to get you where you want to be.
Yeah, I think going off of that, just be outside, be everywhere. Even if you are a scared freshman and you don't know how to have an elevator pitch yet, or you're a little bit shy to network with the professionals after, go to the events though. There's so many people on our committees, there's so many freshmen that maybe they're not at the place where you know how to do your elevator pitch yet, but if you're at those places and you're in those rooms, if you have access to them, you are a college student that is paying to go here, and you're paying to have access to all of these events and to be able to network with all of these professionals and everything, even just sitting there, you will get so much knowledge. And you know what, eventually, you're gonna meet somebody else, that's sitting next to you, you'll be able to ask them a question. I know, Sarah, I'm gonna pick on you, but I know Sarah sometimes will come to me and Sneha and be like, oh, I really liked what they had to say, but, I'm a little bit nervous. And we'll be like, Sarah, what do you wanna ask? And she'll be like, oh, I just wanna ask, this, and this. We'll be like, okay, perfect. And we'll, turn her around and push her, and she'll go there. And she's gone up to so many people, gotten their LinkedIn's, had coffee chats with them. She even got an offer that way, right?
No, I got an offer to someone else.
Oh, but you know what I mean? Same concept. She still got it, you know what I mean? So I would just say go there and just try and be everywhere you can. Even RBS, the third floor lounge, we are in the business school right now. If you're just sitting on the third floor lounge and say, for example, real estate comes and drops off their leftover pasta. So many people come up to us and they're trying not to be rude about getting our food. So oh, what event did you guys have today? Or what major was it for? What company did you have? And you make those relationships and you talk to those people, and then you see them around, or then you have a class with them, and then you start talking. I know it's tempting to if you're a commuter, just come to class and then go home, or even if you live on campus, to just go and go back to your dorm after class. But really truly, even if it's just for food, not to get sappy or anything, but I literally came just for Chick-fil-A, and I met the person who ended up being my roommate. I met some of the most important people in my life. I met so many of my friends that I know that I'm gonna come back and visit all of these people, and that would have never happened if I didn't just walk into the room. So even when you don't feel like it, even when you're like really tired and everything, like try and still make sure that you like end up in those rooms. 'Cause at the end of the day, it really is a privilege to be able to come to these things, to even like sit in the back of a room and not talk. So just try and push yourself to go when you can, even when that little voice in your head is like, oh, like I'm kind of tired, I don't want to go. Just try your best to make it out.
I thought was super great advice. I guess mine kind of goes hand in hand with that. One is definitely the stress aspect. I feel like a lot of us put a lot of pressure on ourselves to be successful or just want so many things so early on and not understand kind of the work that needs to go in it, and feeling while that work is happening, like it's okay to go into something and not want to actually do it. Like when I started real estate, I wanted to kind of just do it as a personal aspect, and then I realized that I actually did like the sales aspect of it. It's just, I thought that was something I never would want to do just because it wasn't matching my personality, but honestly, it turned into more of an asset that I could lean into. So not being afraid to worry about not being good at something and just putting so much pressure on yourself. In reality, in reality, you alone being in this room just shows that you're productive in comparison to a lot of other people.
I would say for me, I think just building off what Devin and Lakshmi said, the networking component I think is so invaluable. Like, I didn't know how important it was because again, like recruiting cycles for jobs and internships, they start so much earlier. Like again, you're going to sophomore year, and applications already open up. And so I think that's really rough to kind of handle, especially when, you know, maybe you haven't taken a real estate class, maybe you haven't taken a finance class, you don't really know the fundamentals. I think that's where that networking really comes in. I think I started too late, and because it was a lack of knowledge. But if I could go back, that's one thing I would really do differently. And I think the other thing, going off what Yadira said, I think it's really important to kind of celebrate your wins too. You know, whether let's say you finish semester, you know, go out with friends, go take a trip. You get an internship offer, you finish your internship after your sophomore year. I think it's really important to celebrate those wins. And then another thing too is like, now you have something to look forward to, all right? Now, because like for example, for me, I know once I finish my internship this summer, I'm gonna go travel somewhere, go somewhere nice with my friends, whatever. But now I have something to look forward to, something to celebrate, and I think that's also really important. So I would say definitely that networking aspect, but also you're gonna be stressed, you're gonna have challenges, but it's also important to kind of celebrate some of your wins and when you achieve some of those goals.
Alright, and for my answer, I think it would just be the opportunities. I remember being like a freshman, and I always knew before I even went to college that I wanted to be in real estate, but I was like, in my mind, I was like, I could wait until after college, until that happens, to be a little bit more like involved. But I'm so glad that I started off here, building off my network, building everything here. I don't even know how I could imagine done it without the whole people on this team here. But another thing is also, that was like my freshman experience. But even as a freshman, I started off being in a committee, and I worked very hard to be on 3 e-board positions on one team for Dominican Talks. That's the main organization I've been on for 4 years. And then it was real estate for me. And then I also co-founded a new organization called the Consulting Club this past year. So I feel like college, there's so many opportunities here, but sometimes it's kind of unknown. You kind of have to put yourself in a situation where you're able to see all those opportunities. And if it wasn't for me being involved in all these clubs, I honestly would have not been able to get the connections that I got to get my internship, to also study abroad. Studying abroad has been one of the best things I've done here at Rutgers. I've done first in Barbados this past summer, and then I did Singapore and Vietnam this past beginning of this year. So what I would do is just, cause I mean, I've taken all the opportunities, but I wish I kind of did start a little bit earlier in like my freshman year. But yeah, just making use of your time and all the opportunities here would be my advice.
All right.
You have a question?
What skills have been the most important?
I just had a quick question.
Oh, go ahead.
To kind of go along with that, like, I'm a freshman, and this year like flew by, and while I've taken action on some of the opportunities, and obviously like I joined the committee here as well, it's been great. What do you think we could do, like people in the same position as me, like we could do in the summer to kind of like propel ourselves forward and, you know, learn more and, you know, like network more? Like, what do you think is the best thing to do in that sense because we have so much time.
Yeah, so definitely for if you have so much time, I would recommend getting involved. If you're interested in real estate, get involved in a real estate course, whether that's ACRE, Wall Street Prep, something like that, just to build those technical skills because those are really important because they will be asked in an interview. Other than that, spend your summer reaching out to people, finding emails, and just having coffee chats if you have time. I think that's really important.
Yeah, I would say one underrated piece of advice too is like you are in the real estate society. There's so many people that like I think even 2 weeks ago somebody in my business fraternity they had a question about RFS and then they also had a question about just like finance in marketing. Even last night, one of my friends who had graduated, she has this one cousin who's 18 and she's just about to start college with a finance major. And she wanted me to connect her with Camille because she's interested in like capital markets and stuff like that. And so I would definitely say like, even though there's a lot of pressure to have an internship as soon as possible, like it really is an underrated blessing to have a summer to yourself. So like you have that time, like just figure out what you're interested in too. Like even real estate, it's such a like insane industry. I think one of the biggest things like that I really appreciated during my internship at Leverage was just the fact that like everyone is all in one office. Like just talk to as many people as you can. Even if it's something that you think you may not be interested in, a lot of people like, especially when within an industry as like insane as like real estate where there's so many different things you could do, like they think maybe they want to do one thing and then they realize that maybe they want to do another thing. So like right now there's no pressure, there's no time constraint of like an internship. Like you can literally just ask people what they do for a living. Like, oh, like what's your day-to-day like in an office? Going on LinkedIn, making sure that you have like your LinkedIn profile set up, making sure that you have your resume like ready, be like, hey, like this is the stuff that I've done in the past, this is what I think that I would like to do. What did you study in college? Like, what did you like about in college? One thing that I like to ask professionals when they come into the real estate society events, I'm like, oh, like you are this crazy professional who's really established and successful. Like, what do you wish that you started doing and learning about like while you're in college? Like, if you have time to do like, you know, like brush up on like things like Excel or like little different computer programs, or if there's certain soft skills that you want to practice working on, if you know that you're a little bit shy, just like forcing yourself to do those coffee chats. And also a great thing about real estate society is it's easier to talk to someone that like literally just graduated like 4 months ago rather than somebody who's been doing real estate for like half of their life, like 20 years, you know? So just take advantage, like even if it's not someone like here, like even if it's like a past president or past e-board, just be like, hey, like I'm in the real estate society right now, like I saw on your LinkedIn that you were like president or VP or something like that, like I saw that you work here now, like do you like what you do? Like do you hate it? Like do you, are you using skills that you learned in college? Like it's easier to have those simple conversations with people that like were just in your shoes, you know? So I would definitely just do that. You also have time. So enjoy your time and do stuff that you actually like. Like do things that actually interest you instead of.
Thank you.
My advice in simple terms is just to build your resume, especially as a freshman and sophomore, like you're going into those higher up years that you're trying to get an internship, assuming that's the ultimate, like the current goal.
Yeah.
So a lot of programs are open to freshmen and sophomores of just like big companies that you can put on your resume and just build those skills. I know Goldman Sachs does them, Blackstone does them, although I do think they're closing now. It's something that you need to look for in the next year coming. So being able to do that, but I know Project Destin, if you guys are trying to get into real estate, is also a really good resource just to add something onto your resume that's not just maybe a high school job, so it's just kind of another way to distinct yourself. More building skills, get more certificates, and just build your resume in a theme of where you want your career to go, and being able to outline that maybe this entire summer, and then doing things that coincide with that would definitely be like the primary option.
Yeah, so I would say like some of the certifications, like Adventures in Commercial Real Estate, Wall Street Prep, Project Destin, Eastdale Secured, Ackman Ziff, Hines Ward, they all have something. These are all free. So it literally takes maybe a couple hours a week just to throw it on your resume. I think that's really good. The other thing is just reach out. Like Lakshmi said, it's probably easier to start out with maybe people who are just on the e-board, but then also look for maybe people who were on the e-board a couple of years ago. Something like that. People who just started their careers, so it's not as uptight as someone who's been in the industry for like 20, 30, 40 years. And then also like, I think it's really important to figure out what you want to do. Like real estate's like really broad, and like there's a lot of different avenues within it. So I think reaching out to recent alumni, either here or in New Brunswick as well, I think that's worked for me. Just, hey, this is a Rutgers student reaching out. I'm really interested in pursuing a career in XYZ, real estate capital markets, real estate private equity, and having conversations with those analysts and associates at those different positions. And through those conversations, I think that's really how you gauge what it is you want to do. The other thing too is, I think it's really important when you do network, you go in there like intentionally. You're not just going in there asking the same questions that everybody else does. You know, if you're doing something on real estate capital markets, real estate debt capital markets, read a couple articles up on it before you go into a call. So you say, hey, I saw XYZ, what do you think about it? You know, where you're actually able to be a little bit more targeted. And again, if I'm hopping on a networking call and someone's asking me that, it's a lot more interesting for me to answer than, oh, what do I do day to day? Like, it's the same repetitive answer. Whereas if you're asking something that's a little bit more niche, a little bit more different, it's more engaging for me as kind of hopping on that call with you as well.
My response, even to definitely build your resume. That's one of the best things you can do. Be on LinkedIn. Even if you go to a real estate event or any other event of any business club here, or it can even be an outside event, even going on LinkedIn and saying that you're going to that event or your experience on what you thought of that event, it's definitely useful because there's so many employers, so many people that are on there. Of course, you're gonna build connections. And another advice I would have, even just starting off, I know for me, people like to do like internships immediately, but since you're like still like even like underclassmen, to still try to like find yourself and know what you like. That's why I waited a little bit of a while until my junior year, going into my summer year. That's when I did my first ever actual internship at Leverage. But I kind of strategically planned that out because one, over the summertime, I was always doing summer classes. And even like after those like 2 or 3 or 4 summer classes, you still have time to like enjoy your summer a little bit, but still also try to see what you like within the industry. Because like it was said, there is like so many different sectors you can get into real estate. So I knew I always started off with being in residential, and now I wanted to learn a lot more about commercial and retail. So being in a class, and I feel like even if you're a junior or a senior, still looking up what in the industry fits you the best, because right now you might like residential, but in the future you might want to go to commercial, for example. So just it's finding out what you like now so that in the future you already have that under your belt, information under your belt, to be ready to explore other industries.
There you guys.
All right. What skills have been the most important to your success so far?
First, I would say my networking skills have been most successful. They've gotten me all my internships so far. I've worked 3 internships. Last summer I was at the Bank of Montreal working in tech. Got that through a connection. And I worked at a commercial real estate brokerage. Also got that through networking throughout last summer. And then at Leverage, I got that internship through networking with John. So I mean, that's what it's all about. I think it's really important network. And then of course just honing in on those technical skills. I did project testing, I took real estate finance here. Those really just helped me out in interviewing and obtaining this internship that I have.
I'm gonna go a little bit on the opposite of that. I think technical skills are super, super important, but I think people stress about that a lot. I think sometimes people stress about their technical skills so much that they forget about or their soft skills kind of glitch out on them. Like if you when you start your internship, a lot of times you will get it through networking. When you start your internship, when you start your full-time role, whether you've been at that job for 50 years at that point, your soft skills will really, really come and help you. And also just being humble and being a sponge. If you're willing to learn, if you're willing to admit, hey, I don't really know what I'm talking about here, I don't know what that thing is, but I am interested in it and I would like to learn about it, or I think I understand but I'm not quite sure. People love to help you out. Everyone that you look up to has been in your position or maybe even worse at one point, and so most of the time if you're willing to ask and you're willing to learn, they will be so glad and so happy to help you. And just having those soft skills to be able to have that conversation, be able to ask for help in a polite and professional way, being able to connect with people, not just on that professional level, but to really genuinely get to know them. People like having those kind of people around. They'll look at your resume and everything, but if they can't picture you, if you're sitting on that interview and within the first 2 minutes they can't picture you having a small talk conversation with them in the break room, then they're gonna be a little bit less inclined to maybe want you on their team. So have a good resume and then also have a good personality and be a good genuine person, so that being around you is like something that people want?
I guess sales would definitely be the most prominent skill that I've seen within my career, and also just not specifically selling something, but just being able to sell yourself, especially as business students, and kind of construct yourself in a way that people want to work with you, people want to hire you. And I guess also a more of like a personal drive to just throw myself into situations that I might not know. Like right now I'm working with global militaries. It's not an interest that I've never had, but it's something that I not something that I knew profoundly, but I was ready to just go right into it and kind of just let me grow and let me learn. That kind of what drew my success too. So being able to do things blindly but still having the yearning to learn and grow, it's definitely something so important and key into success.
I would say for me, there's a couple of things, but one I think that they already touched on is like those soft skills, the people skills, being able to talk to someone, especially in a professional setting. Like all you really need to get an internship or a full-time job is one interview. All you need is one interview to go right. And again, you could have the best resume in the world, but if you don't have strong people skills, you can't hold a conversation and things like that. Again, even with the best resume in the world, it's gonna be hard to get hired. So again, I think really developing those people skills is really important, because again, one interview goes right, you have an opportunity. That's all you really need. The other thing is when you actually get a role, I think for me, what's really helped me is kind of being curious, asking the right questions, right? Okay, you're given a task, why am I doing that? How does this contribute to the team? I think that's really important. And the other thing is trying to find ways to add value. When you're an intern, right, like you're there for what, 10 weeks, 12 weeks? It's very small. You're a college student. These people you're working with have been in the industry for 3, 4, 5, 6, if not decades of years. What do you really know in comparison to them? So again, you don't know a lot. So the best thing you do is, like Yadira said, show that intention to, okay, I'm gonna work as hard as I can, but I'm also gonna see, okay, while I'm doing this, how else could I add value to this project? So I think a couple of things. So like for me, those soft skills, being just genuinely curious about what you're doing, and then just trying to find ways to add value in whatever you do.
Right, and for my answer, I would definitely say being a student leader. I know I took some time to do my actual like internship and work real world, but it's because, to be honest, I'm like a little bit of an introvert, a little bit shy. But being in my positions now, especially before I was in just committees, lower positions on the e-board, but like I've said before, now I'm a president for my other organization. I'm the director of marketing for 2 organizations. But I say that because stepping in this position, it has definitely helped me so much with my soft skills, so much with my speaking. Being able to host a meeting and talk to a team and delegate tasks has helped me like tremendously. That I really feel like once I step back into the real world after I graduate, very soon, I already have the skills to be able to speak up in meetings. I remember being at Leverage and being in meetings with the presidents of the departments, being in meetings with David and being there, kind of being shy to even speak up a little bit, because you're going to be in a position where sometimes you're in a room with people that make thousands, millions of dollars, and it kind of can get intimidating. But it's just also battling that imposter syndrome, because you already got in that room, so you already know you're meant to be in that room. So it's definitely building on your soft skills. And another thing is definitely growing your like active listening, because once you do that a little bit better, you can actually, listen, know what somebody's saying, and ask the right questions that can, put you in a better position. That's not gonna that person is gonna remember you, not just like a regular person that asks the same old questions again and again. So definitely soft skills and definitely active listening.
All right. What advice would you give to students looking to break into real estate?
Yeah, I mean, I think I've already covered this. I would hone in on those soft skills and then also those technical skills. Get involved with courses like Project Destin, ACRE, Wall Street Prep. I think they were really helpful. They taught me everything I know about real estate. So, yeah.
I would definitely just say don't be scared. I think even me, like I'm sitting here like on this panel, like as a board member, and there's so much about real estate that I still don't know, and like nobody holds it against me. Like I think a lot of people feel not even just about like breaking into real estate, about breaking into anything, that they have to like have like a crazy amount of knowledge. Like do your prep if you can, if you have like the summer, if you have time, like look into stuff and read into articles and everything, but don't be scared to like ask a question because you think it's a stupid question, or don't be scared to like look into something because you're like, oh well, like I'm not a finance major, so I don't think that I would really be able to do much. Like there's always something that you can learn, and even if you don't learn or you don't like that thing, like at least you know that you had like the soft skills to be able to even ask the question in the first place. So I definitely just say like don't be scared to like look into something. If you don't like it, you don't like it, but at least you learn something. And don't be scared to ask questions either. Like I said like before, like everybody's been in the position where you have been before, and everybody's been curious about something. So I would definitely just say like learn as much as possible, see what you like, see what you don't like, and worst case you can make some good connections along the way.
My advice would definitely be to learn early on in a more independent way. Don't wait for someone to come around. Don't wait for a class to come around. Find ways to actively learn about the industry yourself. If it's getting your real estate license, even if you don't want to actually sell a home, that knowledge is going to be invaluable no matter where you go. And I would also say that real estate as an industry, the demographic is definitely older age. And when they see young professionals like us trying to break into that field, they definitely see that there's something unique about us, and being able to break into the skill of like being good digitally, or being good to market or social media. And a lot of those skills are great ways to break in as an intern. So they'll definitely see it stand out when these people are using things that are definitely outdated, and you come in with something that's useful and resourceful, and you know that it's going to be more effective going in. So learning those skills and applying that, I would definitely say is crucial if you're trying to break into real estate.
Okay, so I would say for me, like something that they touched on is like, you know, leveraging those soft skills and making your own network with people already in the industry. I think that's one, and the second thing is just get involved. I would say for me, like being involved with Rutgers Real Estate Society has really helped me out. Like when I've gone into interviews, like something they've always asked me on is my experience. Oh, what was your experience like as a director of corporate relations or as a president of the Rutgers Real Estate Society? Employers love seeing that involvement because it shows like, hey, you're not just saying you're interested in real estate, you're actually showing it through your actions. And then again, when you could put a story behind that, okay, yeah, I was a president, but XYZ is what I did. Employers really like that. The other thing is get involved with, if you guys haven't already, I think the concentration of real estate at Rutgers is really good. It's 3 classes. And again, I think something that's really important, I didn't know about this until pretty recently too, is professors in these classes have basically a list on the roster. And so at the end of the semester, when it's time to pick people for scholarships, they could recommend people. So when you're in these real estate classes, I recommend just shooting up your hand for basically every question. Just because again, it's free money, it helps out. And on top of that, like another thing, right? So if you're involved on the club and you're involved on in classes as well, like there's an opportunity to go to Vegas. Like I had that opportunity last year and it was a great opportunity. Again, it's not on your dime, it's completely free. You get money and you get to go to Vegas for free. Like it's a really dope opportunity, and through that, again, you could kind of network with probably like hundreds of thousands of professionals. And the other thing I think that's really helped me that I would recommend, and I don't think too many students do it, is Rutgers University is partnered with ICSC. It's basically retail real estate. We all get free student memberships to ICSC. So if you want to go to an event for ICSC, it's free. They host certifications in Argus. On top of that, they have a mentorship program. So my mentor for that is a former board chairman at an investment bank. Like that's a dope kind of mentor I have just through that. And again, I think that really shows the power of like being involved, and you don't know, you get involved, you don't know where those opportunities are going to take you. So I think that's really great. So I would say for me, like the best advice, network as much as possible, speak to as many people as possible, and then just get involved in any and everything.
That reminds me, you gotta talk about ICSC mentor. But breaking into real estate, definitely do the concentration. Even those 3 classes, it's very useful. And even if you don't want to sell homes, like it was said, everyone always gonna have to find some place to live eventually. So it's always good to have that information ready, like years down the line, so you already have the information under your belt. Thankfully for me, I had the privilege to be able to sell my own home back when I was 19. So I was able to see that firsthand, like how everything works underground. But definitely take those concentrations because I kind of didn't push myself to take those classes until I got into the real estate society. So I definitely recommend doing that, even if you don't get in. I mean, I think people here will get in. But also, if you guys have seen on the Instagram, I have done the real estate trivia. So even little things like that, I would definitely recommend going in and like even testing yourself, because I made all those real estate trivia based off of the classes that I took. I already finished those 3 concentration classes, and some of those information came from things that I learned firsthand while I was working at Leverage Homes specifically. So just getting your foot in the door with even a little bit of knowledge, because even if you don't use it now, and even if you don't want to be in real estate, like I said, you gotta have a home eventually, so you can always use that information.
Nice. All right. Questions? Who's got questions? You, sir.
My question's to Vanessa. I know that you're part of 3 different organizations. I've always been curious, how do you manage that? Because 3 clubs are a lot to be part of an e-board.
It is a lot. But not gonna lie, because right now people always ask me, do you work? I don't work right now. I don't work like, I wish I could work at Leverage, but I'm doing something on campus. Like right now, I only have classes all day Tuesdays and like a 6 to 9 on a Thursday, but I'm here sometimes 5-6 days a week, especially this month, with things that they have, because I'm president of a cultural organization, so there's always something going on, especially on main campus. But the privilege being here is that I have an amazing team. If it wasn't for the Real Estate Society and us being so structured, I would definitely have a hard time with all my other organizations. I know being the president of DT has been a little bit more, I want to say simple for me, because I've been there all 4 years, but I also had to build that team up. So like I'd be on campus until midnight. Like I was here until like 1 a.m. yesterday. So it's just like leveraging your time, because I do that because I mean, you're not in college for forever. So you got to make use of your time. That's why I take any opportunity that I can, but also to make myself grow, because when I already know I'm going to be graduating. So now like in less than 2 months, I'm not going to be managing over 3 Instagrams. So for me, it is a privilege to be able to give any, because I'm also third generation. So it's even a privilege for me to give any advice to anybody that even wants to start off being in any position, so that, you know, you're coming to college to grow and everything, and also get a degree, but you're still coming out and getting something, because people always kind of think of college like, is it something worth it? And even if it wasn't for the degree, like me being here in all these positions, it has helped me grow so much as a person. Like me starting off as a freshman, looking at myself now, I would definitely be so proud of myself of all the opportunities that I took. Because for full transparency, I fell into academic probation my first semester, and that didn't say, no, shit was hard.
Financial plan, I'm telling you
No,
guys.
it was
Like,
hard. Shit. But even like having a rocky start, you can still build yourself all the way back up to be in a good position to graduate with honors and to do a whole lot of post-graduation things too.
Nice. Any other questions?
Daham, I know you touched upon like your Las Vegas trip. If you guys want to share like what is like an accomplishment or one of your biggest wins from being a part of the Real Estate Society, or like specifically being on your board. It could be like site visits, scholarships.
I guess I'll start it off. I think for me, right, when I was a freshman, like I was no clue about real estate. So I remember I had an interview one time, and you asked me what DSCR is, LTV, you know, what's something interested in real estate, I would not be able to answer that question. And so I hit up Suds, who was the president at the time, sat with me on a call for like an hour and a half, 2 hours to go over different concepts. 2 years down the line, I had an interview with Wells Fargo for commercial real estate. He connected me with someone who's an associate at the bank, right then and there, like no question asked like that. And so for me, that's something I really appreciated, you know, having someone to kind of leverage as a mentor, someone who's, you know, kind of my age, but, you know, able to hook me up with, you know, what are they gonna ask me? What should I be prepared for? Is there anyone I could talk to that could kind of help me out? And I think in this room, there's a couple people who have internships right now. And again, some of you guys are like really young, freshmen, sophomores. And I think, again, like seeing that has been really valuable to me, because again, I was kind of in your shoes, and having someone to kind of help me out through that process, and so it's kind of really rewarding to see like freshmen and sophomores getting really cool opportunities within real estate.
Yeah, that was a great answer. I would say the Real Estate Society has gotten me a lot of opportunities, whether it's scholarships or internships or just networking opportunities. Like we've been to so many different networking events, like the mixer that Snea set up, the different broker conferences. So definitely give me a lot, and like all these internships, I've definitely like honed my skills that I got from the Real Estate Society to reapply and get those internships. So I think that's really useful.
I could go. My answer is literally the same as Devin's. It's just the network that it gave me, socially, professionally. A lot of us became friends just by coming to an event, so I would definitely say that's something valuable and I see as a win in my eyes. As well, I believe it was last week, Mark came in, that he's my mentor. He's been my mentor for a few months now and has taught me a lot about the industry, about opportunities and different things that I can go into. So being able to bring him into real estate and kind of integrate him in a different part of my life is something pretty important to me. And being able to kind of just grow and expand that and my own knowledge within the industry is just something important. I guess that answers your question.
I would honestly say that I think it just gave me proof of the fact that everything will be okay. I think that whether you're like, not even just speaking to you guys as like people sitting in on a meeting for the Real Estate Society or even like an RBF student, but even as just like a human being, I think like even me when I joined like last year, like, I mean, I already told you guys, I admitted it, like I was here for the food. And I just met so many people that like just showed me like it's never too late to just like be curious or to just try and do something, like whether this is like your first meeting or you're like going to be like an e-board member next year, like it'll just constantly remind you that like everything will be okay and like there's a reason why you're going through everything that you're going through and it will always end up okay. And so like taking a chance and putting yourself out there, like even if I joined and I didn't like it or I like thought it was stupid or I didn't have like a good experience with the people here, like at least I know that I would have tried and that I learned something, and I think it just opened so many doors for me to just be able to like learn new things. Like when I was at Leverage, I got to meet so many cool new people, some of them that I still talk to this day, just to ask random questions, where I learned like what I liked about marketing, what I liked about certain things, what I liked and what I didn't like about like certain like things that I could do or like places that I could go after graduation. Like even now, like graduating in 2 weeks, like I am so glad that I was like hungry that day, because it just led to so many opportunities and meeting so many new people. I wouldn't have a roommate for the past 2 years if I wasn't hungry that day for Chick-fil-A. I wouldn't have met some of the most important people in my life.
Chick-fil-A today. Come on.
We tried. We
I
really
know.
did. It was really, this sentimental like full circle moment would have been great. But you know what? Pasta's really good too. You know, we even get to give you guys good opportunities to try new foods here from the Rutgers New York campus. You know, so it's just lots of opportunities, and it's like, even to this day, like I like don't know how involved in real estate I am going to be in the future, but at least I know that I like tried and I started and I like have that knowledge now. So I think it was just proof that like, one, everything's going to be okay, and then two, like it's never too late to just be curious or to try something, and that like even if something doesn't work out, like everything can be turned into a lesson. You can always gain something from it. So I would definitely just say like that was a great thing that I always kind of reminds me of.
All right.
I'm gonna answer.
Oh, go ahead.
Just like, wait, I'm
Sorry.
thinking.
At least for me, first thing, of course, I don't want to say the money, but the money and the scholarships was definitely nice. I won twice the scholarships, and it definitely helped me so much, paying off with some of the other things I had for school. Also, I'm not gonna lie, some of the site visits we've done have been amazing. Having the opportunity to go into expensive either apartments in New York or places here that are like right around the corner from Prudential, it's definitely been a privilege, because I don't know how we would be able to even see all those like site visits if you weren't maybe even a part of that company. So it's definitely been a privilege going in a group. And other thing is, it has definitely been the friends I've made on this organization. I think I was at church the other day, and then I just casually see Mateo there, which was like amazing. And then I was like, we just even connected back up again, because even if it's church, even if it's anywhere, there's always gonna be a Rutgers person anywhere in the world, anywhere you meet from. I've even experienced that firsthand going on all my study abroad trips. Rutgers people are everywhere on the world. So it's always even good to start off that network and relationships here, and also put yourself out there where you're a student leader or you're at least known around campus, even if it's like a LinkedIn or something, just so that once you're out of it, once you're an alumni, you still have that connections of having Rutgers families, because again, we're everywhere.
Can I also pitch in something for as like an unofficial postgrad perspective?
Yeah, you're
Yes.
literally.
Okay. For those who don't know me, hey everyone, my name is Sneha. A lot of familiar faces here. But a little bit about me, I've been part of the real estate e-board for 2 years. I was a marketing director last year, and then this previous fall I was the VP, and I graduated December 2025. I now work full-time at Wakeford Food Corp for the last 3 months, and I work in wholesale, so it's supply chain and sales combined. My full-time job search was literally awful. I literally started applying from August through December, and I was applying, rejection, did not get a single full-time offer. But I had interned with Wakeford Food Corp the last summer, had a really great internship. I went out of my way to make so many connections to the point where I knew people outside of my specific team. I knew people in real estate, I knew people in advertising, marketing, I knew people from AI, I knew people from loss prevention. I did my best to make the most out of my internship period because I just wanted to know as many people as possible. And mid-December, literally the week of finals, my intern friend, she had gotten a full-time offer after her internship, and she started full-time in September. And she reached out, she's like, hey girlie, my wholesale team is looking for like a new person to come in for full-time, like would you be interested for an interview? And I was like, yeah, like sure, like whatever, like when's the interview? And she's like, can you come tomorrow morning? And I was like in Newark, and I literally had to drive home so fast to get ready. And I went in, I met with the VP the next day, and I spent all night doing my interview review. I did an elevator pitch and everything. And the VP comes, shakes my hand, and he's like, so tell me about yourself. I say my pitch, and then he cuts me off halfway. He's like, oh no, Ava told me everything about you. Like, you're already seem perfect for the position. I was like, oh my God, wait. And so he basically, I got the offer. I started a couple weeks after. And I think that just really does go to show how important your network is. The fact that the job market, you guys know, is really bad right now, but literally that one person that I met literally got me my offer. And even the team I'm working in is really big on hiring internally. So even if people are hiring externally, they're like, hey, if you know someone that you think would be a great fit, literally send us your resume, we'll push them through on top of everyone else. So I literally keep telling everyone, even with all these people here graduating, don't let that contact stop after May. Literally continue to reach out to people over the summer, keep in contact, do those coffee chats, because literally just knowing that one person can literally change so much for you. Yeah, that's all.
Great. Thank you, Sneha. We got time for one more question.
No more questions.
No?
Almost at pasta, right?
All right, let's give a round of applause to our panelists. And we got food over here.
And shout out Lakshmi and Vanessa, who are graduating in May. So. Can we have everyone come up for a quick photo?
Oh my God, last keyboard picture.
I've been living in fever for 2 days. Are you on Twitter?
Yes, I'm live. We're live. Oh my God, it's me!
Hello, my
You still got it wrong. I see.
Alright, do you want me to take a picture? You get in.
Wait, do that. Say if you don't get in the picture.
Help me get in the photo.
Wait, let's move a little this way.
Guys, don't be shy. Come on.
Don't be shy.
Don't block my face.
Dom, did you get a tattoo?
Yeah.
When did you get that? I didn't even realize I was like,
Thank you. Wait, come a little closer, guys.
wait. Oh, this is the awesome.
You're covering Devin's face. You are not my height, bro.
Three, two, 1.
Do a selfie.
Selfie. She wants to be in it. No, literally.
Come on me.
All right, everyone, do something dumb.
Oh, dumb?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
No.
we also got pasta over there, so both feel free to get.
No, everybody's not.
Wait, I'm like sick. I can't
Oh, no
hug
worries.
kisses, but oh my gosh.
How are you, my queen?
She walked in, she was like, no.
And I heard someone beat me.
Which other one were you on?
That's my DP company.
Oh, they grew up so fast. I know. I was working. Oh my god, it's like crazy. Like literally, like I like didn't realize like how demanding my job would be because I literally have like 30 customers that I deal with like every single day. Like literally, I was telling like there's like days where like I could be sitting doing nothing, and then there's days where like I'm like literally like doing like 10 things at once. I'm like full state and everything. Like literally today I was fine. I was like the whole afternoon I'm sitting in the lounge doing nothing. As soon as I walk in here, I'm getting 3 phone calls. And so I'm like running back and forth and just from the outside like going on the phone with the computer and moving at the same time. Oh, that was so fast.
No, literally.
No. I just want to right.
She's like, guys, I'm slick about it. Don't
No. Is it because it's like, but for me, like, I'm dealing with dispatch and warehouses. I deal with 5 different warehouses. And because my jobs are customer facing, if one of those teams does something wrong, I have to be the one to tell them that something is wrong. And they
Hey,
don't
so sorry.
even though I did nothing wrong. So it's more like I have to handle all those situations. So like I have to be like thick skinned for
Well,
it.
you know what? You have the personality for it.
I
I
do.
feel like you're very calming.
I do.
Who can be mad at you? They're like, I'm so sorry. Listen, I'm so sorry. I'm just okay,
Girl,
fine.
like, okay, so they actually forgot to load your pallet of your groceries onto the truck. So you're not going to get till next week. Okay. So sorry. But yeah, like my team's super great. Like I literally had my like quarterly review with my VP, and like I'm like literally there's like so much happening with my job. Like the first week I was making a mistake after mistake, but like literally making those mistakes is how you learn. And so like I had like a sit down with my VP. I was like, hey, like, do you have any feedback on like how I've been doing? Because I think I just finished my three months like a week ago. I'm like, hey, do you have any feedback on how I'm doing? So honestly, like you're doing nothing wrong. Anytime you make a mistake, you really go out of your way to say like how you can fix things and make sure you don't do anything going forward. And like literally the only feedback I like have is just keep doing what you're doing. Like I would change nothing. I give it to like Sam, like you're too good for this team. Like even like my personality, she's like really bring our team to like when I come in, I like say like good morning, how are you? Like I always try to bring like jokes to the workplace and stuff. Like most of my like teams are like older than me, so I'm the youngest on the team. So I always try to teach them like a Gen Z work ethic. So I taught them like what you know ball means, what period means. I taught them clock it, and so they talk to other like VPs about production. Like Sam would be such a great addition to the team. So I'm like, that's so cool. I know. Maybe how are you? Like, anything lined up for the summer? Or?
I don't know. My mom, like, I was going to go. I think it was like last year. My mom said like, I don't know if I reach out to them. I might work there. Okay, great. I don't know. If you want one.
I've seen your people on trade.
I just need another car.
My clients
Like, did I? Oh my god, let me show you. I was driving. I drive in 2015, like,
I felt like
really what year? It's a well, I want to buy. I'm into
like you said, he had all these years.
Do you want to modify your car? But I was literally driving and like my engine starts, like my car starts making noise. And so my friend's a car guy. And so he was really like, hey, just drive to me. Like I'm 5 miles out and like I can see I'm driving and like, wait, where do you live? Do you know like Route 1? Okay. I'm like, it's kind of like a highway. I'm driving, all of a sudden my car stops working. I'm in the left lane and my car just does not drive. And so I'm just really like, that's my car coming out. There's like cars driving and I really like in the middle of the road. And so I had to get my car towed. It took 2 hours for the tow truck to come out. And then I find out that my engine is so I've been using like my parents' car the whole time. Like I went to my dad's car.
to fix the engine would be about like $5,000. My car worth right now is $9,000. So I'm trying to see if I can get a discount off of it because my coworker trade-in, but also it's like I want to try to make the most of it. But first I want to try to fix the car because it's my baby. Like I don't want to get a new car yet. But like with the discount, I don't want to pay $1,000 or $2,000, which is not bad. But if I have to pay like, I'm gonna check for Luna. Yeah, Luna's been going. Oh, is this still recording?
Hi guys. Vanessa sent me this video in like 10 to 15 years.
Wait, I'll come with you. I'm hungry. How's class as a best?
Are you gonna miss me? Are you guys really heartbroken? I'm in denial. So, you guys get food?
What? Where in the city is it?
No, this is that. Why did you get this?
That's pretty nice, yeah.
Is this yours? Is it? Oh, that's all.
You know, like if
It's
they
okay.
hire
I am No, you think you need to?
you got a shot.
So did you work with
That one's more accounting.
That's like
Their accounting. Yeah, and so like, and so like read through it because I didn't really look too deep into it, but they offer CFO services for PE professionals. And so like, if you want to do PE, like I'm thinking like work there a couple of years, you leave for some of that.
I never seen my
Because that has to be pretty cool. Yeah, I want to do that. Yeah. You have the certification?
I thought that was
ICSC has it for $500. I'm thinking of doing that, but I don't want to do something for $500 right now.
I got it. Right now, I mean, accounting is
Student membership of Rutgers is a university partner. So all Rutgers students get it for free. You didn't. I mean, a year. So I work hey, I'm a Rutgers student. I'm interested. Actually, I think yes. So they make you submit your transcript. You're still a student right now. Yeah.
Yeah, just like
Like I got scholarship ticket out. Last year I got to Vegas. Got it. Okay, yeah.
You guys just told me all about it.
I applied, but I submitted at 12. Like, like, bro, I was chilling. Off the top of my head, I was like, shit, this is so fucking tonight. The phone call, and then there's like an AI reader in it and everything, so I couldn't like finish the application quickly.
I mean, commercials also more money. That's why. But like,
So we want to check out the one
So like the girls can wear like their red little pants and the boys can wear red ties. And then when we like announce that we're going to wear like this, because that's right now, I know the 100%
something? Did you do that?
No,
She's like, I want to. It's like
Wait, that's
So
like
when we're
that.
like gray suits, like light gray suits with red and white, and then like the red little like.
For real estate next year?
And then the boys wearing red ties, and then like on max. And then we announce everyone when we like this. Like you said, like some people are like to with like headshots. This way they can be.
Yeah, I see the vision. Are you marketing?
He social media sent him Ariana.
Oh yeah, period.
He asked for like an Excel file and a written statement.
You got a t-shirt?
I mean, like as like a project. I have so many. I'm gonna probably send like a project that's in like pro forma.
I've never heard anyone say they t-shirt.
I'm always. I have no idea. Like my doors are stickers. Yeah.
Why? Oh, because you're. What the heck? You're not gonna be there anyways, right? So when are you moving out?
Go to London.
So when are you moving out?
Like we did the same place that I did last year. No, yeah, I'm going to like, but then she was working there, and like he just like, oh, like my daughter working like that. She's working at a second job like, on the weekends, so she's
Who's your
gonna ask
dad?
him as well.
She's here on campus. Give me her Instagram.
She's in, well, she's she's on 25 from Russia, so like,
What's the design? Bro, my nails are like
no, she doesn't really, like, she could do
this
it.
concept.
No way.
Yeah.
It's really cute though. She was like, she just jumped like,
My mom, so my nails got like but she's like she gets and so she announced that they had to take by Friday. That was my walk. So I walk, I come back, and as I'm going down the stairs, I'm waiting for people to take pictures.
well, maybe because she's just like,
I'm pretty sure most of her, like for grad, like I'm assuming that's what she's doing.
Figure it out.
right now. She's actually so sweet, like she's like some like what do you basically like I mean if she was in charge like that, like she's like IRL like it doesn't matter like yeah, so please fix it just right at that.
Wait, and then obviously the IRS comes 10 years later or whatever. But again, it's like technically like, but no one checks. I don't know, but I told you that I was maybe getting like questioned by the FBI coming up with their and then he'll complain, he's like complaining about my boss being like saying that every phone and he'll call me back.
She pulls like all her
About project testing, do most people from the campus who apply get a tuition?
That's so good.
I would say you have to do the initial one first.
She does 3D stuff too.
I don't know. It's like fundamentals. And then once you do fundamentals, you can basically apply to any of them.
But like, how do we get accepted?
Fundamentals, everybody gets it. Yeah. There's no like real, at least from my understanding.
How do you feel your presidential duties are funded?
I'm so fucking happy, but Ryan hasn't approved the merch yet.
Did he email you back? Or no? What did he say?
No.
We were Ryan yesterday.
For real?
Wait, did he like, he doubted it or?
He didn't respond to it.
Oh, when did he send it? 2 days ago?
2 days ago. And emergency basically first. I sent him this morning like.
So send a follow-up.
I did. It's like like.
Also, can you work as a manager and talk to Lori so I can get my son for that? I was looking back at the draft pictures from yesterday and I saw Suggs and Mateo has some for
They bought it.
They bought it?
Yeah, they didn't get it.
No, not that girl. Not the black and. No, I'm not talking about black and yellow. Bye. Wait, but that's the same, right?
Hey. Yes. Finally, thank you. Yeah, I've been here for already 4 years. I'm good.
You're done, right?
Yeah, I'm so tired. I'm over it. Sentimental, whole bunch of mixed feelings. But yeah, I know the society is going to be left in good hands. The e-board next year is going to be amazing.
Okay. It's good to go in good hands. Do you have something lined up already?
Sorry, not for sure, but I did want to do a sneak peek of something I haven't revealed yet. I got into this program. It's called the Summer Venture of Management Program. I don't know if you ever heard of that, but it's with Harvard. So I'm gonna be going to Harvard for like 3 days after graduation. Yeah, I'm very excited. I just found out yesterday. So thank you. Yeah. Wait, you were saying something, Lucas?
No, like, hello, how are you? Last time you were fucking season, you're not gonna say hi.
Wait, this is the last time I'm gonna see you stop.
Yep.
I have to do graduation. Oh my gosh, yeah. Like, you're about to graduate. Yes. Is it like today? I feel like I'm gonna me like today is like maybe my last day for like events and everything.
Are you getting emotional?
Not right now, I'm not gonna cry right now. But I'm like, it's still like surreal. Like everything is still so surreal. Yeah, that's why I'm like protesting with the fire, just trying to train everybody to make sure it's still like consistent. But even next year's gonna be great. I mean,
Dominican excellence right here.
Yay!
Yeah. Don't leave. You don't gotta leave.
I could just stay here. I think security would put me out, but
Come on, just stay.
I could just show my ID. I'll just stay here. But I think I have any of them.
Your ID.
Mine's still locked.
Wait, are you? What job are you gonna go to?
Oh, I was going to go back to that, which is what I thought. But like I said, I spontaneously met Mateo at church, and he's working there. And now he doesn't work there no more because he's kind of saying how it's a bit toxic. And I kind of see that a little bit. The work culture is still amazing. Like, it's still very good. Still, the people there are great. For leverage. I think it's definitely amazing to starter place, but I just don't want to be coming to North 5 days a week all the time. So I still have my backup, but I still try to put my eggs in baskets, maybe putting technical to home or something in marketing. Because while I was working with leverage, I was doing home sales or commercial sales, transactions, not much. I mean, it's sales, not much of like graphic designing, what I've done. Yeah, but that's why I usually have very long nails, and all of my students have just gone into like marketing. I'm like, I'm excited to have time to do my nails again.
I've heard like mixed reviews about leverage. I'm interested. Like, do you recommend it?
Yes, like that's the other thing about real estate. You can learn so much about real estate, but it's not until you're actually like in a real estate job where you learn a lot more. Even in a real estate job, people at real estate, they still, if it's still getting you so I definitely recommend like starter kits. There's so many connections. And it's right around the corner. Like if you have time during a semester, you know, not doing 3 course like me, then I would definitely recommend like working there. Like even learn so much because you learn a lot in the industry. Oh yeah, the CEO was the founder of Society. So it's like we call it the records pipeline of all the record people that are there.
He's like 31 too. He's young. Isn't he like 31?
Yeah, he just turned like 31. And he's dating Dominican, so he's better.
He has like some flavor there. Korean.
Yeah, he's
successful
Korean.
multi-company. Like,
yeah, multi-million-dollar company. And his energy is there. Like
dating Dominican, you need energy for that. I mean, that itself is a job.
And as a salesperson, you see he's always on like Instagram.
Let's go to the consulting thing.
That's good. What was it?
It's the RTC thing.
Oh, for RTC. That's really good. Nice. Are you in the what consulting?
No, this is like the first round. They were like asking questions and like
Okay, that's good. I wish I wasn't gonna do that, but I just helped found the club. Didn't have time to be in the role of consultant. So if you want to be in the consulting club, it's brand new.
I'll see.
Feels like I can get you to that. Let me get your contact. What was the one? Let me get your number and Oh no, you're good. No, yeah, definitely time to go. You've LinkedIn, more than Instagram.
I don't want more.
I be like that. I honestly
Just don't feel like it.
And then if you want, there's a number in them.
I'd rather see like a multi-billion-dollar company. For me.
For me? You know my other one, my 2100.
Oh yeah, how is that? Are you actually developing it?
Yes, I
Good thing you haven't patented the idea, so I can take it.
I spelled it wrong. I supposed to be RCC, not RCC. I am graduating, but I am the co-founder of the organization, so I'm trying to get people on the club because we have applications open, but not much people apply. So we still want to like build a board.
Have the money in the head like big first.
Do you want to be like on an equal position or like even a committee? Oh no, I can make up which one that works.
I would love to. I would love
Yeah. Here's a charter or something. So I can engage what you're interested in and then we can build you up to be on the equal. Same thing with Scholar. I love Scholar. She's on my committee for my committee as well. No, sisters? I'm like, okay, I'll be like, I would like a little bit. I'm like, really? Yeah. I love that. I'm gonna go through this together. That's amazing.
So what would you want to start looking for?
So I always kind of wanted to do consulting. I feel like consulting is even a lot of people in the NBA. They either go into investment banking or consulting. Like it's 50-50. So
Graduated, then come back on there just to go into consulting too. Oh wait, to bring those opportunities now.
yeah, we're just struggling because people start hating on us because we're in New York, and I'm like, nah, if New Brunswick has 3 consulting clubs, we need to at least have 1. So being president, oh yeah, that's so true. Being a former president, my lord, the drama.
To manage everyone, yeah, that's hard. And so many emotions too, getting that all involved. I feel
Thank you. Yeah, we've got with this like some deep moments. Well, I even started the consulting club because one, the president is like the main person that brought the NA together, and it was back in March of 2025 where she put out like a flyer on like the club starting, about over a year ago. Yes, 3 more seconds. And then she was like mutual club and all the keyboards. I was here in London, so I was just like, I really feel like I'm in a position to help a new organization with so many things and information. Of course, these are my besties right here. Like I love these girls. Like I had the privilege of even meeting them on the Real Society, and we worked together on so many things outside, and like my besties, I love them. So real estate, I love it a lot because even though like we have a little bit less followers, we're still the best organized organization. Yeah, like. And there's nothing that's gonna ever bad on these people. It's always been just fun and good vibes. Compared to other keyboards, but yeah, this one's just been always the best.
I look so cute.
For you,
Wait,
Hey guys, there's a class in here, so we all gotta head out now.
I was supposed to interrupt. I was crying. In terms of the city, you guys, because I couldn't hear you. So I was like, I couldn't hear you. Like, what, did you exchange like things or something? I was just acting like I could hear.
I definitely gotta go out.
Oh, she does have take pictures.
She'll ask me to do this.
That's either the city or we hit like.
Give me a specific time so I can tell him, so he can be in the office.
Is 3 p.m. Wednesday good?
Yeah. I'm gonna send him your number too.
Yes, I'm gonna write that down.
Oh wait, I didn't. She what's it called? She went out yesterday. Okay. What about Sandra?
What size?
Like what? Yeah, this is like what, like a coffee chat, just a meeting with him?
He wants you to work for him, bro. He freaking loves you. I don't know why.
Oh my god, like,
He saw a new guy. He was like,
Yeah.
alright, who created this?
Thank you, thank you. One of my favorite outfits. I wear leverage. I love it. I'm good, yo. I'm trying to not be sensitive. I feel like it hasn't hit me that this is like my last event. Like, it's really crazy. Like, I'm definitely gonna be. I kind of already finished my last class yesterday, but I have one more final exam and a second oral exam that I gotta pass. If I don't pass, I'm not walking. So
You will pass.
I gotta pass.
Speaking it.
I gotta read 2 books and 2 movies by tomorrow, but we got it. We got it. Yeah, we got it. For crime fiction. I thought the class was gonna be fire. It was not fire. I love crime, but
Wait, give me 2 times.
yeah.
Give me 2 days just in case. So Wednesday and then
Or even that next day, that Thursday, I'm also free. Cause after Monday and Tuesday, I'm a lot more free. So even Thursday, 3 p.m. is good. Whatever works. Maybe go to class in here. I'm trying to get my food and go. Wait, when is the class? Now? Oh, one. Well, I got time.
Wait, what class?
Yo, anyone want to take pasta home? Like we have like 2 full.
I'll take a train.
All right, Locksmith, Vanessa called
Yes,
them
the
already.
graduation.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna be getting a plate. I can eat this plate and eat this shit over there.
Just eat it straight from.
Okay, bye.
Like no, deadass. There's one right here and then one.
Okay, we'll take these closed ones and then the other ones
Yeah.
we'll take to the third floor.
Yeah. What's up?
Can somebody help me carry this?
Carry.
Trey?
Yeah, a tray.
I don't have to bring this back all the way to your door, right?
No. Just the 3rd floor.
I got you.
Hi guys, my name is Lakshmi. Today is
All of the stuff in one tray.
Wednesday, April 29th. It's one of my last days on campus at Rutgers Business School.
I work from home the first.
Vanessa, is this recording?
Yeah.
Okay, good, because I was talking to it. It's one of my last days on campus. Do you want to say hi? Here what? And then Vanessa's here as well. Me and Vanessa are going to be graduating this May in just a few days. We're both in denial. Oh my god, I want a sticker.
But just make sure the first
But just go
person
through and update it right now before we send it over.
I want like
Yeah.
normal like contact details.
When did he say that?
Wait, yeah, he said that normal like contact details.
Yeah.
Like last year when I was trying to go, I had my phone. They just told me that he told me that, and I'm like, no, I
Would you like a sticker? Yeah.
Got a sticker. Dominican by Association.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Where's my sticker?
You have to say que lo que into the camera first.
No, that is not a thing.
Yes, it is.
family would kill you.
I'm also going to the
Yeah.
Last time I'm seeing you?
No, I'm coming to next year's events, bro. I'm like
but
one or two.
Did I say?
Couple months.
Yo.
Okay, let's take these trees.
Wait, I haven't revealed
This
this
is your
information
last
yet.
day of school.
Graduation.
No, we got until tomorrow. Are you going to involvement awards?
No.
Me?
Yes.
Take your friends.
No,
How many tickets
I don't
does a
think
person
so.
get for
No.
that?
You don't need
I didn't get anything.
What?
You never know. They don't tell you if you don't.
Why am I?
Yeah, they don't tell you if you get it before you go.
So I had to go, and I don't even know if I got
Yeah.
Do you want me to take this down?
Never know.
Go do work or something. Jaden, let's go. Gotta get over here.
Why?
Where's Lucas?
He already has a
Lucas already
tray.
has the tray.
I don't
Wait,
know.
come on.
Let's go. Go down. I'm taking this.
You're not.
Yeah, I didn't know they were different.
No, it's just penne vodka.
You think it's vodka? No, it's penny vodka.
Can I take that rug?
Yeah, yeah.
Yo, you got dinner for like a week.
No, I have a foul household Dominican, so.
Where downstairs do you want me to take it?
Ask Saneha.
Who?
Ask Saneha.
Oh, Saneha.
Or Lakshmi. They know better than me. Thank you.
Thank you. Who's taking this thingy?
Lucas is coming back.
Unopened tray.
We should have got some chicken. Some chicken farm or something like this would have been.
He said, "Where the protein at? Where the pro-" Alright, but I wanted to reveal to y'all because I haven't revealed to anybody yet. So I got into this program.
What is it?
Or anything. It's just a 3-day program. Haven't accepted yet, but of course we're gonna accept it. It's called the Summer Venture in Management Program. So I definitely recommend doing it to anybody that's gonna be graduating. But it's gonna be like a 3 days at Harvard Business School where it's all paid. So I'm very excited that I even got in.
It's 3 days?
Yeah.
So what do you do there?
You're kind of practicing in case like you were like an MBA student. So doing like case studies, going to classes and things like that. And
Dude, Harvard, that's pretty nice.
yeah, so that LinkedIn post gonna go fire. I already know. I'm so excited. But that's why I've been in 3 e-boards for that position. It's June 14th to the 17th.
How'd you apply to it? What did you find out?
Found out about it yesterday. I applied. The applications ended back in March, I think, of this past month. I think it was like either March 28th or something.
How'd you even find out about the opportunity?
The CEO, the founder of Dominican Talks was there. That did it years ago. A lot of like popular people have done it.
Is DT like Alpha, like where it's like a national organization or what?
No, DT is just Newark. Yeah. You gonna go to third?
Oh, I put 2 by accident.
Yeah. I don't know if you know. I think her name is Erica. She also went under 30. She also did it.
Did Ryan approve your merch order? Or did you guys put in a merch order or what?
Yeah, consulting, we're kind of broke, so we're not gonna get in a merch.
DT's not pre-professional, right?
So we tried to get merch. Where are we going here?
Yeah.
Just heavy.
Gotta see. Yo, where do we put this?
Do you have any, if you did do referrals, but do you have anybody that you want to have in this program? That we should like refer? Yeah, refer to them. Abby? So he's actually going to be yeah.
Wait, let me see. Let me see how this works.
I like that.
I'm taking just 12 credits, but I already have 125 under my belt. I'm gonna leave it. Bye.